Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Horned Frogs offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team...
He's loose on the right. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set to the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the league?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him do it? Like,
oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got some room, it was over.
this offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Cameron. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Cameron. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Catch in the middle, it's Wood. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback adapting. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. The give to the back. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're working that left side. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throwing right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Crimson Tide with a 2nd down to open play here in the quarter. Trying play action. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cameron. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put him in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. The offense changing the play, trying to seal the edge on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Sends it back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the inside. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes the grab. It's Wood. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quickly to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw time running short in the half. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page. Touchdown tie! Fitted in the window for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. He'll sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. Knocked down for the tackle.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete 2-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got room at the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it.
Really nice job on the option that time. And obviously, this running back has had himself a day, right? And this defense has figured it out. They're keying on him. You saw all the defenders that time run his way, but nobody accounted for the quarterback. He made the right decision, kept it himself, and came away with a nice pickup on that option play.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Hand off from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense in a bunch formation. Power football with the run. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Going over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Split backs here. to the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Nice move there. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cameron. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To the air on 1st down. He's going to take off. What a cut. Now he's loose. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. He makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Using the quick game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all. Turning it on! Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Horned Frogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's inside the 10. He is run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much?
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Finds his target down the middle.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. It'll be a draw. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.